What was that password? Let me see. Oh, that's not it. Ah, I've got it. Jolly good. Oh, hello. My name is Spencer, steward to renowned billionaire adventurer Andrew Hartford. I have been tasked with the collection and upkeep of various data files concerning the Power Rangers. Now, this file contains information about the past histories of each of the Power Rangers.
Hey, I'm Mac Hartford, the Red Ranger. Before I was a Power Ranger, I used to spend a lot of time in this room reading adventure books and dreaming about what it must be like to go on adventures like my dad. Since my dad was always so busy in different parts of the world, he wanted to make sure I had plenty to keep me busy. So he bought me a lot of cool stuff, like the climbing wall, and this foosball table, and my fish. I don't have as much time for this stuff anymore now that I'm a ranger. But don't get me wrong, I love searching for the jewels and knowing that I'm helping protect the whole world. It really is a dream come true for me. But it's weird, you know, I used to daydream about getting out there and going on adventures. Now I just daydream about getting back here, so I can relax from.
Hey, my name's Ronnie. Before I came the Yellow Ranger, I was a race car driver. And a pretty good one too, if I do say so myself. If it has an engine, chances are I've won a race with it. I guess ever since I was a kid, I've always just loved going as fast as I can. But it's not just the speed that I'm into, it's the cars too. There's nothing I'd rather spend an afternoon doing more than getting my hands dirty, souping up an old motor. I like to know everything there is to know about a car before I really open her up on a straightaway. Now that I'm a ranger, I get to drive the fastest vehicles in the world and play around with the most powerful engines that I've ever seen in my life. I take my job seriously being a Power Ranger. But I gotta tell ya, there's nothing more fun than letting the throttle out in a Zord and cutting loose.
Hey, Dax here, Blue Ranger. Before all this Ranger stuff, I was a movie star. Well, not exactly a movie star, but I was in the movies as a stuntman. I got to jump out of exploding buildings, ride motorcycles out of helicopters, and kick some serious bad guy behind. Yeah, my life before becoming a Power Ranger was pretty cool, but I always wished I could be the one in the spotlight. It was kind of hard getting all the bumps and bruises in the big action scenes and then watching the leading man get the girl and all the credit. Now, as a ranger, all my stunt training has proved to be pretty handy. And at the end of the day, everyone knows that the world is safe again, all because of me, the Blue Ranger. And sometimes the other Rangers help out a little too.
My civilian identity is Rose, but more recently I've been conscripted by Andrew Hartford to take up the mantle of the Pink Ranger.
Conscripted, to be enrolled compulsorily into service, to be drafted.
Before these exciting times, I led a normal life as a child prodigy, with the highest recorded IQ in North America. Okay, so maybe that's not so normal. I actually graduated from Harvard at the age of 9, and I had very little time for leisure. But between you and me, if I found myself with any spare moments, I would spend it reading and writing poetry. As a child, I used to think my intellect was something of a burden. But now as a ranger, I'm beginning to see that it's a valuable tool. And if I ever feel like things are getting too tough for me to handle, I still find that writing poetry makes everything seem a little better.
I'm Will. Being a ranger is a cool job, But then again, I'm pretty used to being cool. Before all this, I was a spy for hire. I can bypass any security system and crack any safe, no matter how complicated it could be. As you can imagine, being an international spy afforded me a certain lifestyle. Expensive cars, finest clothes, jet-setting the world at a moment's notice, and of course, girls. I sometimes miss being able to work alone. But if I had to be part of any team, Power Rangers isn't half bad. There are a lot of perks. Now I get to drive even more expensive cars and fly around the world in even faster planes.